Welcome to HWM Aston Martin and welcome to this handover series. Today we're going to do a DBS Superleggera for you, or now what is known as DBS. We did show you quite a few bits of content on DB11 handover guide, which will be relevant to the coupe on DBS. But what we thought we'd do, we'll show you a Volante DBS. Some of the features are similar to DB11. The main differences will be under the engine bay, but also the boot release on DBS is very different to DB11. You still have your same features with your lock and your unlock and your key. And also you do have the cancelling the keyless entry by double locking the car. That will cancel the keyless on the vehicle. To gain access again, you do need to use the key and go back to the car to unlock it, and that will reactivate your keyless for this time round. Should you have taken a bit of a trip into Europe or something, and it is a very hot day and you want to let all that heat out the car, you do have global opening with DBS Volante as well as DB11 Volante. So you can press and hold the key button. That will release the roof mechanism. Once that's down, when it comes towards the end of the cycle of the roof, the windows will come back up. You can then repress the unlock button to drop the windows. Again, should you wish to. So we can see we're at the end of that roof cycle. Press and hold again, and then all four windows will then drop. Taking you around the vehicle again on the outside. So in the driver's door shut, we do have your tyre pressure monitor, or your tyre pressures on the side here. And your bonnet release is in the same place on DBS as it is to DB11. We'll come back round to that bit in a moment. Hasn't moved a great deal further, but the fuel cap release is in the same place on the coupe and the Volante. It's just a slightly different shape, but the mechanism works exactly the same. The key features with the boot changes on DBS over DB11 is, so where DB11 has the swipe open with your foot, you can't do that on DBS because of the lower splitter is a lot longer and carries under the car much further, but also you can't get a sensor that penetrates through carbon fibre for that. So what they did with DBS is, just on the right hand side here, you will notice that there is now a boot release on the outside of the boot lid. So DBS, as we all know, has a great big V12. A lot of the bits and pieces have moved around compared to, say, the V8 that you get in DB11, although it's pretty much the same sort of engine bay layout. But where most things have changed is you do have your washers still in the same place, as well as your battery terminals for your plus and your minus, as well as your brake fluid master cylinder is on this side as well. The items that have changed are where your oil goes in and how you would check the dipstick as well. So that is on this side of the engine. So you have your dipstick and your oil on that side, and your antifreeze pot is on the passenger side as well. Other than that, not a great deal else that you really need to sort of see or do underneath here. And as you well know, the bonnets on DBS and DB11 are both soft close.